Hello, how you doing? In this video, I'm going to be talking about blocking defenders on waves 1 to 4 as collector and a few other things. I think it's an important concept to understand and get right, and I think it's difficult for some newer players to really get their head around it. So hopefully this is the only video one will ever need to understand this stuff. The only issue is I have a bad habit of talking a lot, so I'm just going to get on into it. I'm going to press play. I'm going to start. This took me, that's like the 9th attempt at doing this introduction. So if it goes tits up now, before I even get halfway through, it doesn't matter. This is the one I'm uploading. So we start. Where are you running as collector at the start? I've got my epic pen. You want to run up the east side of the west cannon, at least 3 squares. Within 3 squares. So like 1, 2, 3. At least 3 squares. But you want to run up the east side. If you walk any more east, so all of this is bad. This bit here is bad. But these 3, like within these lines, that's good. That's what you want. Why do you ask? Because if you go here, you're just in the range of the vision of the healers when they spawn at the cave, like all the way over there. So you can lure them, and you don't really want to lure them because that's bad. That's it. Shut up, George. Don't talk too much. Just press play. So you walk up the east side of the west cannon. On wave 1, you don't block the first runner. Even if it goes west, don't block it. So you're just going to walk here and stand here and block the second one if it goes west. That's it. That's it for wave 1. Woo! That's one wave done. That's it. That's all you got to do. Don't block the first one. I won't explain why. You don't really need to know why. Just don't do it. Wave 2. This is when it gets interesting. So we walk up east side of the west cannon. And look where I'm moving. I'm going to this tile. If you're playing on a client like RuneLite or OS Buddy, you can mark this tile. It is the 5th square west of where the runner spawns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I have it highlighted there anyway. But yeah, that's the tile you want to go to. Press play. And you'll see, I think this goes west. It goes west. Boom! You've blocked it for 1 tick, for 1 square, and then you move to block the second one. Excuse me. Okay, so that's it. That is essentially it on wave 2, and then the rest you just stand here. You call it 30 seconds or 32 seconds or whatever, and then that's it. That's wave 2 done. Now why? I'm going to explain to you why you want to be doing that. So let me rewind a bit. Okay, so if you know your defender stuff, if this west runner, if the first runner goes west at the start, if it does its full movement, so it will end up here. If it does that, then it will then eat the main stack, which is traditionally here. It'll eat there. It'll chomp here, right? It'll dawdle for a bit, and then it'll go all the way down to the trap. So maybe I rotate my camera. Yeah. So the first one, if it goes west, he'll go here, then he'll go here, he'll eat, and then he'll walk all the way to the trap, and then he'll die, right? However, if you noticed with this, because I blocked it for just one tick. That's what you need to block for 1 tick. If you block it for more than 1 tick, like 3 ticks, 4 ticks, whatever, it's the same outcome. Instead of eating at the main stack, he goes all the way to the trap. Look at that. He just runs straight past it and goes all the way to the trap. Chomp chomp. Dead. Why is that so good? Well, obviously, it saves a lot of time. Right? It saves time. It dies earlier. But why do you want it to die earlier? I'll try to explain quickly. There's runner, reserves. That's what they call it, runner reserves. I'll explain it. On wave 2, you'll see there's 2 runners that spawn at the start. Let me start again. There's 3 runners total. This is wave 2 I'm talking about. There's 3 runners total. 2 of them spawn at the start. And then the third one will spawn once one of the first 2 die. So there's 2 that spawn at the start. Once one of them dies... Wait, I can do that a lot better. 1, 2. That's at the start. Once one of them dies, the third one will spawn. Okay? And they spawn at 6-second intervals. If you block it, the runner, and he goes straight to the main stack, he will die before a 6-second interval. So the third runner spawns at 24 seconds. Yeah. The third runner will spawn at 24 seconds. And you'll see. Look. Boom. He dies. 24 seconds. There he is. However, if you didn't block him and he ate at the main stack, he wouldn't die before 24 seconds. He would die at like 27 seconds. So then this third runner will spawn at 30 seconds. I hope you're following me. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm not making sense, you can actually just ignore all of this and do it anyway. But I'm just explaining it. So essentially, if you block it, it will go straight to the main stack. And then the third runner will spawn at 24 seconds. If you don't block it, then it will go to the main stack. Then it'll lead to a trap. So it dies late. So the third runner spawns at 30 seconds. So overall, you're saving like 6 seconds on wave 2. Which might not seem like a lot, but it is. That's basically it. And it's the same on wave 3. So I'll fast forward to wave 3. I'm running up. The first one goes east. I can see he's gone east, so I don't need to block him anymore. Well, I don't need to block him. But I'm going to go block the second one. So I still run up here. And then for the rest of wave 3... I'm stood on this square. And I'm just blocking them from going west. It's important on wave 2 and 3 to do this. Exactly this. You block here if the first goes west. And then you block here for the second, the third, and the fourth. Ignore whatever this is. It went wrong for the defender. Doesn't matter. We move on to wave 4. This is when it gets spicy. This is when it gets interesting. So I'm going to block for the first one. If it goes west, he doesn't go west. But the second and third runner, you don't need to block it. So, I mean, I walk over here. You don't have to do all of this. You can, just to keep it simple. Still just stand here. You don't have to do whatever I was doing there. I was like pretending that I'm actually being helpful, but really I'm not helping at all. So you can just stay here. So let's pretend I stay there. Now this is when it gets interesting. This is when having a RuneLite timer is really helpful. What you're going to do is, if you watch the timer, at 27 seconds, so when the timer hits 3, I'm going to click over here. And boom. You see, timer hits 3, and I've clicked over there. Why am I doing that? Because if you do that, even if this runner goes west, you're still blocking it for 1 tick. So it won't eat at the main stack. It'll still go to the trap, right? And that's cool and fine and dandy, George. I understand that. You already explained that. But why are you going here? I'm going to show you. Because a healer spawns, traditionally, at 30 seconds, and you're able to lure it or let the healer block it if you stand at this spot. I actually have another example where it actually lures. So let me go to that. Wave 4. We're doing all this shit. I'm pretending to be useful. I stand at this spot. Oh, there we go. I stand at this spot. Once the timer hits 3, boom. I click over here. I call. It's defensive. Look at that. Did you see? This healer that just spawned went on me. Because I'm here, our player healer, our good friend Wang Yibo, is able to block it. See how he's blocked it? So it can't get to me. Why is that so good? Because it lets him, Wang Yibo, spam his food on the healer a lot easier. That's it. Right? Really useful, really helpful. That's it. I'm hoping that will make sense. This could have gone badly. I don't know. I'm going to end it. Thank you.